Hello, it's Miss Heather, piano and voice teacher at Conservatory of the Ozarks. I'm just going to try to answer a couple questions from my Handbell study guide by memory today. A couple of the short ones because I don't have very much time. So the first question is, I have to read it actually off of here. I'm going to try to name the 5 major handbell manufacturers, which is question number 2 on the study guide. Whitechapel, Schulmerich, and Malmark are the 3 major producers of English handbells. And then there's also Pettit and Friston and John Taylor. Pettit and Friston is a Dutch manufacturer, and they I think don't make them anymore maybe. And then John Taylor is more like tower bells, not really like English handbells. Let's see if I remembered that right. So yeah, Whitechapel is in London. Schulmerich and Malmark are both in Pennsylvania. Pettit and Friston is Dutch. Oh, those are more like tower bells. And John Taylor are English handbells, but they don't make them anymore. So, almost correct. And then the other question is how to, the 5 different ways to, hold on, let me just read it. This is question number 7. Okay, so describe 5 different ways of assigning bass bells with 2 ringers. So, number 1, let them figure it out. Okay, I don't know if I totally have these memorized yet, but I'm going to try. So, another way is to have ringer 1 with CDE, ringer 2 with GAB, and they share F. A third way is one ringer has CFA, the other ringer has DGB, and they share E. And then the other one is CEF, DGB, and they share A. Maybe. So let's check. Alright, so let them figure it out. CEG, DFA, share B. I think I missed that one. I'm not sure. CFA, DGB, share E. CDE, GAB, share F. Got that one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somehow I'm counting this wrong. And then CEF, DGB, share A. So, pretty close. And one other short one. Scroll down so I can't see the answer. Describe how you would assign bass bells for 13 ringers using 5 octaves. So, C1 through B2, you would assign to ringers 1 and 2. Then C2 and D2 you'd assign to ringer 3, and then E2 and F2 you'd assign to ringer 4, so on and so forth. Like each ringer would get 2 bells. And then C7 through C8 would be Shelley ringing for all the ringers underneath. I think that's right. I have this helpful chart that it's easier to describe writing it on paper. So yeah, 1 and 2 get C3 through B3. C4 through C7 is ringers 3 through 13, and each person just gets 2 bells. And then octaves D7 through C8 is Shelley ringing, which means the people have to have an extra bell to ring. Okay, so that's questions 6 and 7, and question number 2. Oh, and I could do number 3, I think, as well. And that will just leave the hardest ones, questions 1 and 4. Those are really tough. Okay, so ways handbells can be used in a worship service. The possibilities are like endless. You could have your handbell choir play an arrangement of a hymn that's been written for handbells, and that could be the offertory for the service. You could have the certain people do random ringing and then have it resolve at the appointed time to the tonic chord for the beginning of the next hymn that the congregation is going to sing. You could have the bells play a descant as the congregation is singing a hymn. You could have the handbell choir be the accompaniment or play along with other instruments that are accompanying congregational singing. You could have people positioned at different places around the sanctuary playing tolls on like a solemn occasion. You would have people in the entryway of the church doing change ringing or peals as people are entering the church on a festive occasion. You could have people walking around the congregation during the service with bell trees, and they could be playing a song to accompany singing or instruments or just by themselves. And you could have the handbell choir play a special arrangement written for handbells as the prelude or the postlude for the service. You could have a chord cluster punctuate the beginning or end of each phrase of a chant or a scripture reading. You could have the little children's choir play hand chimes as the children's choir sings. So just lots of different things you could do. Possibilities are just endless. And that is it for tonight. So thumbs up for handbells.